focused, man.
Coming to the light. Here, this is Jay Focused, always reminding you to do what? Stay focused. All right, so I'm in Kigali, Rwanda. I have the pleasure, let me say, of being in Kigali, Rwanda. Beautiful country, but I know y'all don't just want to hear my loud voice. We're gonna talk to somebody who lives here, somebody who is from Rwanda, and she can tell you a little bit about her story. So first off, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. So my name is Princess.
Princess.
Yes.
Okay. Princess. And can you tell me a little bit about your background? Because I know you're Rwandan, but you have a unique story.
Yeah. So yes, I'm Rwandan, but I wasn't born and raised in Rwanda. So I was born in Brazzaville. Do you know?
Brazzaville, okay. So Brazzaville is the neighboring country. So you have Rwanda, right, in the center of Africa on the east side. But then you have, like, in the major center of Africa is Congo. You know, you can't look at a map of Africa and not see Congo, right? So that's where she's from. Well, where she grew up.
Yes. So I lived there for 13 years.
Okay.
13 years.
And
then,
you were, oh, sorry. Go, continue.
Then I came back in Rwanda when I was 13.
Okay, so you lived, you said Brazzaville.
Brazzaville.
Is that the capital of Congo?
Actually, there are two Congos. There is DRC, which is Republic.
Okay.
Democrat, I know in French.
Democratic Republic or something?
Of Congo, yeah.
Okay.
And there is Congo.
Okay, so DRC, that's the little Congo or the big Congo?
It's we can say the big Congo.
The big Congo,
is
okay.
the one that
the biggest one.
The Kinshasa.
Okay. And so you weren't in that one?
No.
Oh, okay, so I got it wrong. So she was in the one closer to Western Africa, right?
Yes.
So Central West.
Yes.
So you got Rwanda, you got Congo, and then you got the other Congo. So
Yes.
she was closer to that side. All right.
Yeah.
So that had to be a culture shock. Well, I guess you grew up there, so it wasn't much of a culture shock.
Yeah.
Had you come there when you were older, like maybe 15, then it would have been like, oh my God, this is different. But since you were mainly raised there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a French-speaking place, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alors, tu parles français?
Oui, je parle français.
Look, check her out, right? So this girl right here, she speaks English. She speaks français, French. She speaks Lingala, right?
Yes.
Which is a language of
Congo.
Congo. And then she also speaks
Kinyarwanda.
Kinyarwanda,
Yes.
which is a language of Rwanda and Burundi, right?
No, Burundi, they speak Kirundi.
But it's very similar though,
Yes,
right? Okay.
very similar.
Okay. So anyway, she speaks 4 languages. You know what I'm saying? Just like grew up with 4 languages.
Yeah.
To me, that's incredible. Being from the States, we don't really have those opportunities, you know. Maybe if you live right near the border in California, maybe right near the border in Texas, you have a little bit of an opportunity to learn Spanish. Perhaps same thing if you live up in Maine, but I mean, how many people fall in that category in the States? That's a very small percentage. So
Yeah.
for the most part, we're a monolingual nation, you know, just like England. All of us, we speak English, and it makes it hard for us when we travel because we assume that everyone speaks English. And not only speaks English, we expect them to speak it like we speak it.
Oh
you know,
my
that's
God.
like some of the arrogance of some Americans that they're like, not only do I want you to speak English, I want you to pronounce it like perfectly because
Have your accent.
an accent will throw a lot of people off. So that's one of the things you learn through traveling, through meeting people from all over the world, is that your ear gets used to hearing different accents, and it's not such an obstacle anymore for you to communicate with people.
Yeah.
Because, you know, language is huge when it comes to, you know, bridging a gap between people. Like me and you, if let's say you only spoke
French,
Kinyarwanda and you only
yeah.
spoke Lingala, and you didn't speak any English, and you
Yeah.
didn't speak any French, then I mean, how could we do this right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but no, honestly, in my experience in Rwanda, at least in Kigali, most people who are, let's say, under 50 will understand English. I don't know, I haven't spoke to too many senior citizens, so I don't know if you're 60 years old here, they probably don't speak English, right?
No, mostly they speak French.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that doesn't really help most Americans. But I think if you come here, you can get around. Don't feel like language is going to be a barrier here.
Yeah.
With English, you know, you can land in the airport, you can get through customs, you can get your luggage, you can talk to the taxi driver. Everybody, you know, across the board, the first people you're going to meet when you land are going to understand you perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to wherever your hotel is or your Airbnb or whatever type of accommodations, everyone there is going to speak English. When you're out and about, let's say in the town area, talking to random people, that's when it'll be a little bit less, but still you're going to be able to communicate.
Yes.
Now, the moto drivers, that's where it can become an issue because can you speak about that? Because a lot of the motos don't speak English, right?
Yeah, they mainly speak in Rwanda. It's
Yeah.
a few of them who can actually speak English.
Yeah, it's rare.
Yeah,
It's rare.
it's
So
really
why is that? Why do they not speak English as much as some of the other Rwandans?
This is a very complicated question.
And that's why I got you here. You're a very complicated person. No, I'm kidding. No, but you're a very intelligent person, so maybe you can uncomplicate it just a little bit. A little bit.
So I can say the main reason is mainly those people are from the rural places.
Okay.
So, you know.
They come from villages or
Yes,
small towns,
yes,
right?
small towns, and they don't really have they didn't have the chance to go to school or finish their school.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I can say.
So
is the
many of
main-
them, maybe they stopped classes when they were 12 or something.
When they were maybe in primary or
Wow.
in secondary.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I think is the reason.
Okay. I can understand that, yeah. You know, that helps me to empathize a little bit more with them because, you know, sometimes I'd be like, hey, I'm trying to go here. And they'd be like, what? What? You don't speak Kinyarwanda? And I'm like, no, I'm a tourist.
Yeah.
I just arrived. I'm sorry, I don't speak your whole language in, a few days. But, you know, it's funny looking at it from their perspective too, and my perspective, and just trying to meet somewhere in the middle. But one thing that does help, I've noticed, is pictures.
Yeah, you can just show them the
Exactly. If you have a picture of where you're staying at, whether that's the hotel, whether that's the street, if there's a big sign, if there's
You really know places.
yeah, Silverback Mall, for example, you know, you have a big gorilla in front of the mall.
Yeah.
So if you show them that picture, even if they don't know English, they know the gorilla, right?
Yeah.
And you know, saying just kind of think of that. That's one of the one of the great things now is everyone has smartphones. And we
Yeah.
can snap those kind of images. You know, could you imagine 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
You were like, yeah, I want a picture of that. And I don't know what you would do. You would have to get
There
like
is no
one of those Polaroids, right? The instant ones, you have to pay all that money and you only get like 10 pictures. And you'd be like, all right, I'm gonna take a picture of that gorilla. Maybe this will be useful, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. Just come with a little bit of patience, a little bit of understanding, and things will go smoothly for you.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, so do you meet a lot of Black Americans here in your country? Have you?
Yes, because I work in tourism.
Okay.
So
So you meet the whole world, right? What
Yes.
What would you say are the countries that you see the most, the nationalities that you see the most?
Americans,
Americans, okay.
a lot of people from Europe,
Europe, like British, French, Germans.
Belgians,
Okay.
Germans, a lot of Germans.
Do you see any people from Spain? Not really.
Italy, yeah,
Italy, okay.
yeah. Spain,
Not so much.
not so much.
Asian countries?
They are here.
Chinese?
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't avoid them on planet Earth. They are everywhere.
We even I also worked in a hotel, and we also had Koreans in
Okay.
Rwanda.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
also Indians.
I was going to say that, you know, it's the elephant in the room. You can't leave out the Indians. In East Africa,
Indians
there's a lot of Indians. I was surprised actually, because you know in the States we don't think when we think of Africa in the States, we think it's just Africans. We think it's everything black. We think like if you see a white person, you'll just be like, if you see a Chinese person, you'll just be like, you see an Indian person, you just be like. Because you know what? That Africa is used to people of all colors.
All colors.
And you're welcome here, you know, as long as you behave.
Yeah.
Y'all know who I'm talking to. As long as you behave, Africa's welcome to everyone. It's actually very smooth to come here because you can get a visa on arrival. You don't have to go to an embassy or anything. You just, some countries have to pay, other countries don't. But it's a very, it works very well. You know, I was impressed because like when the plane landed, there were a lot of people, but it moved quickly.
Yeah,
you know,
things are really organized.
Yeah, I mean, you have experience being in, don't tell me what's the name of the country. Not Dubai. It wasn't Dubai. You were in Qatar, right?
Yes, Qatar.
And so you know what it's like when you land and immigration is there and you have the long lines, right?
Yes.
Was it slow?
Actually, at that time, at that period, it was slow.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, because a lot of people was going there
for the big for the World Cup. She's a little humble, but you know she was organizing some things for the World Cup in Qatar. You know, she's being humble, but you know.
Yes, I'm being humble with you.
So she actually has a very international you know, experience. She got to see the west central coast of Africa pretty much. She got to see Central Africa. She got to see a little bit of the Middle East.
Yes.
So do you feel like that gives you a different perspective compared to a Rwandan who was born and raised here and they never left the country?
Yes, because you can actually see that the cultures are very different. For someone who was born somewhere and never moved, and someone who has been going around, you can tell because there is this one who goes from countries to countries, learns things from each country.
Yes, you pick up things.
Yes, you pick up things. Yeah. I think that's what I can say.
Okay. Is there anything you want to add? Anything that I didn't ask you that you just want to share with people who might be coming to Rwanda? Like, hey, you should know this, you should know this. Are there any things like that?
Yeah, what I can tell them, first of all, our country is very safe. On the safety,
yes, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. The transport, we have motorbikes.
Yes.
We have taxis.
Yes.
All those also are safe. You have apps on your phone. No need to go and wait for a taxi outside. You can order it from your home. Same with food. We have a lot of...
Yeah, they have their own version of Uber Eats. So if you're hungry, wink, wink. If you're hungry, you can dial it up on your phone through the app, and it works really well. I've tested it out myself, so I can co-sign it that everything she said is right. The apps, you know, is the way you want to go if you want, you know, to get delivery options.
Yeah, and also you said something about Airbnbs, Airbnb and renting houses. Also, that is pretty easy.
Yes. Yeah, it works like anywhere else. You don't have any issues. Yeah. All the people I've dealt with, they're very professional.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about shenanigans. Now, I've been to some countries where the Airbnb, they run a lot of shenanigans. I'm not going to say which countries in this video. Maybe that'll be a separate video where I'll talk about that. But here, everything is above board. I like that. And very organized.
Yeah, and the hospitality, perfect.
Yeah.
We love people. And we would love you all to come and visit our country. We also have a lot of parks, a lot of attractions.
Yes.
Yes. Have you traveled around?
Not yet. I'm waiting for you to show me. You know,
okay, I'll show you.
she's all about the tour, so she can hook it up. I'm dependent on her, you know, to look out for me.
We have a lot of parks. There is a Kadira where you can see the Big Five. Big Five is lion.
Lion.
Yes.
Hyena.
Yes. Continue.
Bat.
Elephant. Elephant. Rhino.
T-Rex.
What is T-Rex?
T-Rex. This
No,
one.
no.
Huh? No T-Rex anymore? Y'all killed them all.
Rhinos
Okay.
and leopards. But in the park, there are all other...
Can you say that again? I like how you said that.
What?
Leopards.
Leopard.
You know how we say it?
How? How do you say it?
You don't know how we say it? Leopards.
Leopards.
Yeah, we say
Leopard.
leopards. She says leopards. She
You
sounds
do?
like she's from Sussex. So we saw the leopards in the jungle. It was quite nice.
You mean I speak British? British?
Certain words.
Really?
Certain pronunciations have
I
a
think
little.
it's because I'm more French.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's possible.
C'est possible. C'est
C'est
ça.
possible. C'est ça.
C'est ça.
Yeah. So.
There is also Nyungwe with a canopy walk. Do you know a canopy walk?
Canopy walk. No, I don't know. What that
Canopy walk.
is. Canopy walk.
It's
Okay.
something very high that you have to pass.
Okay.
And down, you are seeing the forest and
Okay.
It's
Got
very
you.
nice.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. And let me remind you guys, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Do it while you're thinking about it. The likes are free.
Of course.
They're free. You know,
Of
I
course
just
they
gotta
are
remind
free.
people because sometimes, people
Yeah.
be sitting there like, hold on. Should I
They
click it? Should I
forgot.
click it?
They
Like,
forget,
it's
yeah.
not costing you anything. Just click it. It's gonna help someone
Just
else.
1 second.
You know, if you can help someone else and it doesn't cost you anything, hey, pay it forward. That's how I look at it.
Also tell them to share it.
They know to share it. I think they know to share it. So, any last words? Any last thing you want to say? Do you want to drop like a plug for your socials?
My Instagram?
If you want to, yeah, you can mention it. Or if not, that's cool too.
No,
If you
no,
like,
no, you're gonna put it there.
okay. But you don't
Don't
want to.
forget.
You don't want to say it though. I could put it there, but you can say it.
Okay, it's K, small letters.
Okay, tell them, not me.
Okay, it's K-A-L-A. How is it called?
Underscore.
Underscore Princess.
There you-
So Kala underscore princess.
There you go. You just heard it. All right. Until next time, this is Jay Focused, reminding you to stay focused.
Yes.
Such thing as a life that's better than your
Focus, man.